Special thanks to Patreon supporter The Red Deer for making this video possible. Hello ladies and gentlemen, Scared204 here bringing you another Minecraft 4.2 vehicle tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be going ahead and building the SPA-Viberti AS.42. The AS.42 is an Italian reconnaissance car of World War II. The AS.42 was developed by SPA-Viberti using the same chassis as the AB-41 armored car, including its four-wheel steering, but with a 2x4 transmission specifically for desert operations. Primarily, it's in a reconnaissance role. Its origins trace back to the request stemming from units operating on the North African front for a long-range, highly maneuverable vehicle, similar to those widely used by the highly successful British reconnaissance forces. During the long-range desert, from the long-range desert group, LRDG. So this car here is quite a little car, honestly. It's very similar to that used by like the Desert Rats and those British type vehicles where you see a bunch of guns mounted onto such a small vehicle, and the AS-42 is definitely no exception to it. It has, in this version right here, we have two 7.62 millimeter machine guns and also a 20 millimeter autocannon. So quite a good amount of firepower for such a vehicle of its small caliber. One thing you'll find really interesting with this vehicle as well is the excess of fuel tanks and jerry cans strapped to it. Obviously, to give it a range, just with the vehicle alone, it could reach 300 kilometers before needing to refill. But with spare cans, it gave it an additional 1,500 kilometers, which was very ideal for traversing, basically North Africa, where there's just vast open spaces of nothingness. So really interesting vehicle and a very cool vehicle nonetheless. I want to go and give a special thanks to Patreon supporter The Red Deer for making this vehicle possible. If you're interested in supporting the channel more than you already do, feel free to check out my Patreon page. Link is down in the description where you can pledge a small amount every month and help me out. Of course it's optional, but it's always a nice little get back, I guess, from all the hard work and stuff I'm putting in my tutorials. But again, it's down in the description if you are interested. Anyways, going ahead and taking a look at the AS-42. It's a pretty cool little car overall, and lots of cool stuff to see. So, starting off with, we obviously have the front up here. We have a very important spare tire mounted on the front here. It is kind of a bigger spare tire that's actually on the sides here, but that's just with the odd number wide that I had to make the wheel actually fit. That's something I had to do. We have two jerry cans here mounted on both sides here, up here in the front. We also have the headlights as well. Continuing on, we have basically the kind of crew compartment, or basically with passenger compartment. Somehow they actually had a crew of 5. I don't know if that was completely accurate. I think like a crew of 3 would probably be more, plausible. But just with the tight space, I don't see how 5 people could fit in this thing. But apparently somehow they did. So we have the first 7.62 millimeter machine gun right here, which is basically accessible for the driver right here to easily access. We also have the continuation toward the back here. We have a the 20 millimeter autocannon as well on here, which is probably 360 degrees turnable, and has a seat right here for the gunner. All that stuff, pretty cool design. Then coming back here, we have another 7.62 millimeter machine gun. This one was kind of iffy. Sometimes I saw it, sometimes I didn't, but I always saw pictures with the one up here in the front, but not always with the one in the back there. So that one in the back there's kind of optional if you want to add it. And then we just got the Italian flag here on the back, markings, and just the back detail, brake light, and muffler, and pretty much all that. So that's pretty much the car overall. Really cool design for it. I love the way it came out, and hope you guys do enjoy it as well. It's been a while since we've done an Italian vehicle, so it's nice to get another one out there for you all to enjoy. Anyways, that's going to do it for this overview. Let's move into the tutorial by beginning our first layer, layer 1. Alright guys, so moving on to our first layer, we have layer 1. For layer 1, we're going to very simply start off by building the right front tire. For this, we're going to place down a upside down nether brick stair like this, followed by an upside down stair right on the back of that stair like that. We're then going to go ahead and go to the second stair right here, place down 1, 2, and 3, stone brick top slabs across, followed by another nether brick upside down stair, and another upside down stair right behind that stair, so you get something that looks like that. Once that's complete, we can go ahead and grab some placeholder blocks just to go and count back. From the center stone brick top side, we're going to go and count out a space of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 spaces back. We're going to place down another stone brick top slab, followed by basically one on either side to give you a row of 3. We're then going to place down another brick upside down stair coming off both sides of the stone brick top slab. So just like this. And then behind the stairs, we're going to place down two nether brick stairs just like that as well. Once that's all complete, we can go ahead and delete these placeholder blocks. And with that done, you kind of have your chassis here complete for the car. And with that, we'll move on to our next layer, which is going to be layer number 2. Real quickly before we move on to layer 2, I forgot one little thing. We actually have these wooden trapdoors that we want to put in. So coming off these nether brick stairs here, we're going to place down 4 wooden trapdoors going forward. And again, these right here is our rear axle, and this is our front axle here. So you can see that if you have the back this way, you want to make sure the wooden trapdoors are positioned correctly. But anyways, once that's complete, we can now go ahead and move on to layer 2. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer 2. For layer 2, we're going to go ahead and begin by taking our nether brick stairs. We're going to place down 2 stairs back to back on top of all the upside down nether brick stairs. So just like this, back to back to go ahead and basically complete the wheels. So we're going to do the front axle and rear axle all in one go while we're at it. Anyways, once that's complete, we can go ahead and then take our smooth sandstone. We're going to place down a row of 3 in between these nether brick stairs, followed by a second row of 3 after that. Once that's done, we're going to place down another row of 3 of smooth sandstone going forward, followed by a wooden trapdoor here on both sides coming off these 2 nether brick stairs. Once that's all finished there, again, coming toward the front here, we're going to place down a sandstone upside down stair coming off the middle smooth sandstone block, followed by a sandstone corner stair on both sides of that sandstone stair. Once that's done, we want to go ahead and go to the sides here of these 2 sandstone corner stairs. We're going to place down a birchwood fence gate opened up toward the sandstone stair on both sides. We're then going to place down an item frame coming off these 2 wooden trapdoors, followed by a glass block in those item frames like that for the front headlights. Once that's all done there, going ahead and going toward the back now. We're going to go and take our sandstone slabs here. We're going to need to go and grab ourselves some sandstone slabs. I don't think I have any on me. We're going to go and start off and place down a sandstone slab coming off the middle, smooth sandstone block, followed by a sandstone slab to the left side. We then want to go ahead and place down a smooth sandstone block right here to the right side. And then on both sides here, we're going to very simply just place down a upside down stair, or a sandstone stair, like this on both sides here, like so. Once that's done, we can go ahead and then grab ourselves some green shulker boxes. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 back on top of these wooden trapdoors. Same thing over here, 1, 2, 3, and 4 back just like that. We can then grab ourselves some signs and place down signs along these 4 green shulker boxes. And these are meant to represent, obviously, the jerry cans that would be strapped onto the side here with most of the designs and stuff like that, obviously for being able to traverse long distances and stuff like that and refueling. We then want to go ahead and make sure that we get some nether brick slabs here, or nether brick full block. We're going to place a nether brick full block right here above the coming off that sandstone slab in the middle there for the driver's seat, followed by a sandstone slab on both sides. After that's done, we're going to place down a row of 3 of sandstone slabs across. We then want to place down a smooth sandstone block in the middle, sandstone slab on both sides. And going ahead and continuing back, we're just going to place down again a row of 3 of sandstone slabs. You could also choose to add gear and stuff like that in here, which I may kind of cover in a little bit. But it's kind of open, just leaving it like this, so you can add like maybe some canvas type materials, maybe some crates or some oak wood planks representing crates or something like that to get a little bit more detail as well. So you don't have to just leave it bare bottom how it is right now. Anyways, come back here to this section. We're going to take our smooth sandstone, again place down a row of 3 across. Basically 2 rows of 3 across, I should say, in between these 2 nether brick stairs on both sides here for the wheel. We're going to go ahead and go to both sides and grab ourselves birchwood fence gates. We're going to go ahead and place down a birchwood fence gate coming off this sandstone stair here on both sides. Coming off the birchwood fence post, we're going to place down a end rod on both sides again like that. And then again, going back from the end rod, we're going to place down another birchwood fence gate and have it open up toward the middle. So just like this on both sides. After that's done, in between these end rod, or basically the wooden trapdoors, just to say, on these nether brick stairs, we're going to place down a wooden trapdoor that's going to be closed up like so. And we also want to grab ourselves some sandstone stairs and place down a row of 3 of upside down stairs across the back there like so. Once that's all complete, that is going to do it for layer 2. With that, let's move on to our next layer, layer 3. One quick change for layer 2 is going to be back here. On the right side, we have this wooden trapdoor. We're actually going to swap that out for a acacia wood top slab, followed by a wither skeleton skull coming off of it like that for the muffler. Once you make that change, we can now go ahead and move on to our next layer, layer 3. Alrighty guys, continue on to our next layer, we have layer 3. For layer 3, we're going to go ahead and start off by placing down a shulker box on top of these two wooden trapdoors here up in the front. After that's done, we're going to place down a nether brick slab on both sides like this, followed by a sandstone slab going toward, or basically in the middle. After that's done, we're going to place down a nether brick slab coming off the sandstone slab toward the front. In the corners here, we're going to grab ourselves a wither skeleton skull and place down a wither skeleton skull at about a 45-degree angle, like that on both sides. Once that's done, we're going to place down a nether brick full block after the sandstone slab, followed by a smooth sandstone block on both sides of the nether brick full block. Continuing on, we're going to place down a sandstone upside down stair coming off the green shulker box. Same thing here on both sides. Once that's done, we're going to grab a sign, place down a sign on the side of this shulker box. Again, both sides here, and then we're going to place down a birchwood fence gate coming off the front of the shulker box as well, and open it up toward the box like that. Going ahead and continuing on, we're going to take our smooth sandstone blocks, place down a row of 3 across in the middle there, followed by a sandstone upside down stair on both sides, upside down. Once that's done, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a wooden trapdoor. Place down a wooden trapdoor on top of these 2 sandstone stairs. Have the trapdoors facing toward the inside there. Once that's done, we're going to place down a birchwood fence gate that's going to be coming off the very middle smooth sandstone block here. We're going to go ahead and come back to that in a second here. We're then going to place down a sandstone upside down stair like this to the right side of the birchwood fence gate, so on top of the smooth sandstone block there. Also coming off the back of this, for the machine gun, we're going to place down a iron trapdoor that goes back like this. Coming off the nether brick full block here, we're going to place down a wooden trapdoor, flick it backwards like that for the backrest of the seat, and we can also go ahead and place down a sign behind the wooden trapdoor as well, as a little bit more backing to the seat. We can then go ahead and go into our inventory, our create a menu, grab ourselves an item frame and also a black wool block. For the steering wheel, very simply, we're going to place down an item frame and a black wool block. Nothing special, but it gets the job done. We're then going to go ahead and grab ourselves some green shulker boxes again, and on top of these ones right here, we're just going to go ahead and place down, again, another row of 4 on top of them, like so. We're then going to take some signs, place down a row of 4 of signs along the side of these green shulker boxes. Same thing over here. So just like this all the way down the side here. Once that's done there, in the middle, we're going to go ahead and add on to the gun here. So for this, we're going to place down a cobblestone wall on top of this smooth sandstone block, and then we're going to place down a birchwood fence gate coming off the back of it, opened up like so. Continuing on, we're going to place down a row of 3 of smooth sandstone blocks across the back here, followed by a sandstone stair that is going to be like this on both sides. Once that's all done there, we're going to place down a wooden trapdoor on both sides coming off these 2 sandstone stairs. Going ahead and continuing on, we want to go ahead and place down a acacia wood stair over here on the right side, come off this sandstone stair, and we're also going to place down a lever on top of the acacia wood top slab here, connected up to the acacia wood stair. Once that's done over here on this side, we're just going to place down a sandstone stair coming off of this one right here, like that for the side. And again, on the side of the stair, a wooden trapdoor. And we're also going to go ahead and place down a wooden trapdoor that kind of comes off like this from the stair that goes back like that on top of the birchwood fence gate. And we're just going to repeat the same thing pretty much over here to this side. So just like that. We're also going to place down an item frame on this sandstone stair over here on the left side and grab ourselves a red stained glass block and place down a red stained glass block in it for the back tail light. One of the last things for us to do is to go ahead and grab some green, white, and red wool. We're going to place down a green wool block to the left side, white wool block in the middle, and a red wool block to the side here for the little Italian flag. And then lastly, we're going to take our stone brick slabs and place down a row of 3 across the sandstone upside down stairs here on the rear. Once that's all done there, that's going to pretty much do it for layer 3. And with that, let's move on to layer 4. Alright guys, moving on to layer 4. For layer 4, we're going to go ahead and start off by placing down a zombie head on top of these 2 shulker boxes up here in the front. So just like that on both sides. Once that's done, we're going to take wooden trapdoors. We're going to place down 1 and 2 on these 2 smooth sandstone blocks over here to the side. One thing you can do with them as well is kind of open them or close them up like that, or open them however you want to look at it, and that's going to kind of create a little bit of kind of front panel here to protect the driver, but you know, you can leave them down, have them up, however you want to do it. I prefer to kind of leave them down. I think it looks a little bit better. Once we have that all finished there, we're going to go ahead and grab a placeholder block. We're going to place it down on top of these two sandstone upside down stairs. We're going to place down a wither skeleton skull come off the side of these blocks. We then want to delete these blocks, grab ourselves a lever, and we're going to place down a lever that's going to be flicked to kind of connect to the back of these wither skeleton skulls. So you get something that kind of looks like that on both sides for the side mirrors. We can also grab ourselves a stone button and place it down on top of this smooth sandstone block right here. Just like that. And over here on this side, we can't really with the machine gun here, but if you don't put the machine gun, then you can place down a stone button there. Anyways, once that's done, we're going to come back to the machine gun here in a second. We're going to take some zombie heads, place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 on top of those 4 shulker boxes. Same thing over here on this side as well. And also on the back here, if you want to add this extra machine gun on the back, we're going to place down a birchwood fence post on this sandstone stair here over to the left side. We can also grab stone buttons, place down 1 and 2 on these 2 smooth sandstone blocks, and we're also going to place down a birchwood slab over here on this sandstone stair right here. Once that's done, we're going to go ahead and kind of focus in on our guns now. So for the main 20mm here, we're going to go ahead and continue on building this. So we're going to place down a sandstone stair on top of this cobblestone wall. On the sides and back of the sandstone stair all the way around, we're going to place down wither skeleton skulls. And coming off the stair, we're going to place down a wooden trapdoor. Also coming off this wooden trapdoor, we're going to place down another wooden trapdoor that's going to be opened up like that to create a little bit of a seat. Once that's done, that's going to kind of do it here for the main 20mm gun. We can go ahead and build the 7.62mm as well for the driver up here. For this, we're going to need some end rods, some wither skeleton skulls, a redstone repeater, an anvil, and a dark oak fence gate. So kind of my typical design here for these type of guns. So for this, we're going to start off by placing down an anvil on top of this iron trapdoor here. We then want to place down a dark oak fence gate coming off the anvil, like this, and have it opened up toward the anvil to connect up like that. We're then going to place down a nether brick upside down stair coming off the anvil, followed by 1 and 2 end rods going forward like that. Once that's done, we're also going to place down a wither skeleton skull to the right side of this nether brick stair, so you get something that kind of looks like that. On top of the nether brick upside down stair, we're going to place down a redstone repeater, flick back like that, and that'll kind of do it there for the machine gun for the first one right there. Anyways, with that done, that's going to do it for layer number 4. With that, we'll probably move on to our last final layers, which will be basically layers 5, 6, and 7. We'll basically put the 20mm on top and also the last 7.62mm as well. So with that, let's move on to our last final layers. Alright guys, so moving on to layers 5 through 7. To go ahead and get started, we're going to go and focus in on the main gun, get that completely built and finished off, and then we'll work our way and build the last machine gun back here. So going ahead and getting started, we're going to place down a anvil on top of this sandstone stair right here. To the left side of the anvil, we're going to place down a item frame, and coming off this item frame, we're going to place, or in the item frame, we're going to place down a cobweb like that to kind of represent some kind of like little gear that can be turned to change the elevation or the kind of horizontal, I guess, position of the gun, basically for aiming it. Then coming off the anvil on the back here, we're going to place down a dark oak fence gate that's going to be opened up like that. On this side of the anvil, we want to go ahead and grab ourselves a sign. So just a regular sign, we're going to place down a sign on the side of the anvil, followed by another item frame that's going to be coming off the sign with, again, the same thing with a cobweb like that for another one of those little gears that can be turned to aim the gun. Once that's finished, we're going to place down a nether brick upside down stair. That's going to be coming off the anvil here. We're going to place down a birchwood fence gate that is going to be coming off the side of the right side, sorry, of the nether brick stair. And over here to the left side, we're going to place down a birchwood top slab like this for the ammunition clip. Continuing forward, we're going to place down a nether brick upside down, or top slab, sorry, coming off the upside down stair here of nether brick. We then want to place down an end rod, followed by a placeholder block. Coming off the placeholder block, we're going to place down a wither skeleton skull, delete the placeholder block, and then place down an end rod, so you have the 20mm barrel right here. Anyways, continuing on, for the top of the gun, we're going to place down a sandstone slab that is going to be on top of the anvil. And coming off this sandstone slab toward the front, we're going to place down a sandstone top slab. On top of the sandstone top slab, we're going to place down a wither skeleton skull. We also want to go ahead and grab ourselves a birchwood fence gate, and on this kind coming off this sandstone slab here, we're going to place down a birchwood fence gate and open it up toward the slab. We also want to go ahead and grab ourselves a wither skeleton skull, and we're going to place it down on top of this birchwood fence gate right here to the right side. We also want to go ahead and grab black carpet. We're going to place down black carpet on top of this birchwood top slab, and lastly, we're going to grab ourselves a stone button and place it down on top of this nether brick top slab. And that's going to kind of do it there for your 20mm main cannon. Last thing for us to do is just to go ahead and basically build another one of these 7.62mm. So we kind of already did it once, so we're just going to go ahead and do it again. So for this, we're going to place down a nether brick upside down stair on top of the birchwood fence post, anvil behind it, and coming off the anvil, we're going to place down a dark oak wood fence gate. I don't think we can place it down on top of the heads here, so we're going to break the head, the zombie head here, place down a placeholder block, place down a dark oak wood fence gate, opened up toward the anvil, and then just replace our zombie head like that. Once that's done here, we're going to place down a wither skeleton skull to the right of this nether brick stair, coming off the nether brick stair toward the back, 2 end rods, and then on top, we're just going to place down a redstone repeater like that on top. Once that's all complete there, that's going to pretty much do it for the AS-42 Italian reconnaissance vehicle. Overall, a really cool little vehicle and something new. We don't really do too many of these, light kind of reconnaissance vehicles. So really cool, and especially it's been a while since we've done an Italian vehicle as well. Anyways, hope you guys do enjoy the build. If you guys do use this design, I do ask you guys give me proper credit for it. This being from a side of the build, tweet my channel or this video if this does appear on any social media sites. Basically, just make sure you get proper credit for it, and as long as you guys give me credit for it, you're free to use it for whatever projects you guys are working on. Other than that, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Garrett254, and I'll see you guys next time.